Yes. Come on, let's go, people. I tell you, they done in the building. Oh my goodness, we are back again. Football is back again. After all this while, we are back again. Yes, they done in the building. You know what I'm saying, people? Please, find you like on the videos. Welcome everybody onto the show. This is how we do it. This is how we roll. I'm telling you, it is what it is. Back again, the football is back again, and we have a lot to do this weekend. The title race is on, and three teams we'll be looking at this weekend. Of course, yes, it's going to be Arsenal facing MANCITY at the Etihad Stadium. Also, Liverpool also traveling. We'll be welcoming Brighton. It's going to be another massive game tonight. I'm telling you, I'm not always here alone. I'm always here with my main G, Illuminator. How you doing? Are you ready for me? Illuminator, you're back. You're live. Talk to me. Can you hear me loud and clear? You have to unmute your mic.
Of course. I can hear you very well done. Good evening and happy Good Friday. Of course, This is Star season.
Yes.
Now today, Judas betrayed Jesus. Now today, Judas cast updates.
I'm telling you, it is.
Good to be on the show. I mean,
yes,
the international break went away. Players went to their various countries. And of course, now we are back to football. The Premier League this time around, everywhere, City Arsenal is the talk of the town. City looks like a team that have injury worries, but it's definitely not an excuse. But we can't wait for that Super Sunday clash. And the race to win the Premier League also start on Sunday. 12 games for these teams, and all will be like a cup final. So it's a great running. I can't remember the last time we had the Premier League having 3 contenders. I mean, so it looks like in recent years it's been between Liverpool and Manchester City for the past 4-5 years. But this time around, it's a 3-horse race, and I can't remember the last time we have a 3-horse race in the league like this. So definitely a time to be on the show, and of course, let's get the game going.
All right, let's get started. I'm going to also welcoming this man, great man, Irate. Irate, yeah, welcome to the show. I hope Liverpool is ready. No go do somehow.
Yes. Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. It's good to be back to club football. Last couple of days has been gloomy due to international football. I'm not sure many of us wanted it, especially watching the Super Eagles. But yeah, it's good to be back here. It's 10 games to go for this
10
season.
games. Yes.
And like Raymond said, the last time we had a 3-horse race with 10 games to go was 2014. And that year, unfortunately, Gerrard slipped and ManCity won the title. So now we have another 3-horse race, which makes the Premier League very interesting. And like you said, there's going to be 10 cup finals. So we're looking forward to it, starting with that big game on Sunday.
Come on. Against RCB. I also welcoming this great man. Temi Dayo, you're alive. Is an Arsenal fan to the call? You're welcome to the show. Temi, can you hear me loud and clear?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good evening, Didon. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Yes, you're welcome to the show.
Good evening, Didon. Good evening, Raymond. Let me first remind Irate. Gerrard slept that year. Who is sleeping this year?
Irate, over to you.
Unfortunately, we have gone past that period. There has been no sleeps since then. So now we are laying the.
There was a Van Dijk error at the Emirates. Now you've forgotten.
But that's not a sleep. I mean, it's
okay. We'll rebrand the sleep. Don't worry.
Yeah, I mean.
Saliba no go sleep, Sha.
As not that club.
No one is sleeping this year. We are going full through too.
I think I need to ask Arsenal fans, how long is it that Arsenal has last won the league title? Is it going to 20 years now? 2003.
It's been a while.
2004 was the last time they won the league. That's 20 years now.
Okay, it should be 20 years now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 20 years.
Are getting close to that 30 years.
We are gearing up, but I know we will win it before. We will win it before Liverpool trophy drought ended. You know, Liverpool trophy drought for like 30 years or so. So we will sure win ours before that time. I'm very hopeful about that.
If Pep is still in the Premier League, you might not, but let's wait and see.
All right.
Let's wait and see. Yeah.
Let's wait and see. Well, I'm going to tell our viewers anywhere you're watching from, you can call in. There's a WhatsApp number on the screen if you want to have your say in this game coming up. You're welcome to the show once again. And moving on to this, it's going to be the Premier League. We are in game week 30. I'm telling you, it's 10 more games to go. And then some clubs already have their fate. Like Chelsea, they already have their fate that, well, it is what it is. And also, we hope Manchester United can make top 4. Moving on to that's the fixture for this weekend. Tomorrow, starting Newcastle versus West Ham. Irate, you please take us through this game coming up. That's Newcastle versus West Ham. Do you have any preview?
Every game feels like a big game for West Ham now. And there have been questions asked of David Moyes and Eddie Howe. Is Eddie Howe the man to take Newcastle to the next level? There has been links recently to Mancini to take over that team. He's currently in Saudi Arabia. So Eddie Howe, even though it's not publicized, I feel he's under pressure and he's had a lot of injuries to contend with this season. But this game is very important. Newcastle out of the Champions League, they are not having a very good season, and at least they would want to make, even if it's the Conference League or the Europa League places, which is also not looking likely. West Ham have had an on and off season. The fans are not really behind David Moyes, and they are suspended contract talks until the end of the season. So the fans are looking forward to better performances from that team with the quality of players he has. So it's a game that is a must-win for both teams to show that the managers should still remain on the job. But going by their recent results, I'm most likely seeing a draw in that game, a 1-1 draw.
Wow, 1-1 draw. All right. Let me welcome this great gentleman as well too. Prof is also joining us tonight. Prof, can you hear me loud and clear? And
loud and clear. I can hear you loud and clear.
All right.
Thank you very
He
much.
is also
Good
joining
evening,
us
everybody.
tonight. Yeah, he is. You are joining us tonight.
Welcome to Arsenal and the weapon fashioned against Arsenal.
Oh my goodness.
That's good to be on the show, man.
All right.
Yeah, good to be on the show. Thank you for having me.
All right. As you know, everybody can see and everybody knows he is an Arsenal fan with Demi Dayo as well too as an Arsenal fan. Prof is also a ManCity fan.
Yes,
ManCity fan.
Oh, he's on loan. He's on loan today.
Oh, he's on loan
to the end of the season.
For the next
end of the
season.
All right. Looking at the table again, Bournemouth will be welcoming Everton. Another cracking game over there. Chelsea versus Burnley. All right, Prof, what should we be expecting this time around? At least I should be able to beat Burnley.
Yes.
Chelsea.
They should be able to beat Burnley. The international break is over. Our last match was obviously in the FA Cup, which we got to win. So against Leicester City. So they should have a little bit of form. I think in the last 7-8 games, Chelsea they've not lost a game, and they've scored in pretty much everyone except the Liverpool game, which obviously didn't lose in 90 minutes as well. So they are getting into a little bit of form at this moment in time, and this is a Burnley side that is. Let's face it, they are going to get relegated. They are not in the good. Albeit they won their last match against Brentford. Brentford had a red card in that game. But their star man currently, David Datro Fofana, is a lone player from Chelsea. He won't be eligible to play against us tomorrow. So that's also a plus for Chelsea. Chelsea are missing a few players again. Same story, injuries. Kane Chukwuemeka, who came in and was a brighting light, a shining light in the game against Leicester, is back injured again. Levi Colwill is still injured. We still have like a few other players who are still injured, but it's not an excuse. This is a Burnley side, like I said, that is below down the table, so they should be able to turn this, and they should be able to beat Burnley in Stamford Bridge. So yeah, I'm expecting a win for this game for Chelsea.
All right. That's that. I want to welcome Emperor. Emperor, can you hear me loud and clear? You're welcome to the show. Emperor is a Manchester United fan to the core. He loves Manchester United to the extent that he's going to name himself Emperor Manchester United. Talk to me, Emperor. You're welcome to the show.
Good evening, everyone. It's nice being here with you.
All right. You're welcome to the show. Let's move on to this another game coming up. That's Chelsea, Nottingham Forest, Crystal Palace. Another cracking game there. Sheffield United, Fulham, and also Spurs will be welcoming Luton. Aston Villa versus Wolves. I think that's another cracking game as well too. Irit, do you have anything to say about the Aston Villa Wolves? It's a tricky game for Aston Villa.
It is. Wolves have been in good form this season.
Yeah.
And O'Neill has received a lot of plaudits. Aston Villa are fighting to be in the top 4, and this is a game they want to win if they want to keep Manchester United to a large extent and Tottenham off their tails for the top 4 place. So I see Aston Villa going all out to try and get 3 points in this game, knowing the fact that the last game they drew that game. So they need all 3 points, and I see Aston Villa picking up 3 points in this game.
All right. Moving on to Brentford, Manchester United. Emperor, can you hear me loud and clear? I think.
Sure, I can hear you.
Yes, Manchester United is playing tomorrow. I think it's the last game. Yeah, the last game for tomorrow. Very, very late game over there. What's your take on this? It's going to be a massive game for Manchester United. If you think we want to make top 4, I think this is a game we should be able to win. And don't forget that striker, that what's his name?
That's more fun.
No, their own striker, Brentford striker.
Yes.
Yeah, that guy is going to show us, say, he wants to move, and many teams wants to. So, what's your take on this match for Manchester United? Can we win it?
I see Manchester United picking up 3 points in that match because Brentford this season are not actually that good. They have not been in their best form this season. I think because they are missing one of their key players, this Cameroonian winger. Without that guy, that guy partnership with Ivan.
Brown and Bemo. But Bemo, I think Bemo is
Remember-
back.
Yeah, exactly. Him and Ivan Toney, they understand each other very well. So that guy missing in that team is actually affecting the team. Talking about Manchester United, I think this month this new month we are about entering will be a good month for us because we are having our best players back again. They are all picked. Understand? Having Martinez back on the team, Messi Mount will be back soon too. Um, Look sure probably before the ending of the month. Like I just feel that this month, Manchester United definitely we are going to be in our best form this season, this month. I just wish they pick up 3 points in that game. And lastly, there's something I wanted to say about Manchester United team.
Okay.
Why is media always focusing on Manchester United? Like any
we are
cough,
better than everything.
anything that happens in Manchester United, it's all about anything that happens in Manchester United. Media picks it up. Any little thing that happens, media. Why Erik ten Hag is still our manager right now? So why are they bringing in talks of another manager? Why you still have a coach already? Like it's not that disrespectful. It's not cool. It's not cool. That's one of the things that is affecting the team right now. Media hypes. Look at where could be Manu. Just little thing that he's doing right now. Media is already hyping him. That's what happened to Rashford. Now Rashford is not doing anything anymore. So that media hype, I bet they should just remove their eye from Manchester United especially.
And go to Arsenal. They should focus on Arsenal. People should leave Man U alone.
Already they cannot focus on Arsenal because Arsenal is not that team that can actually aim of winning trophy. So there's no need of focusing. They are focusing on a better team. Arsenal, nothing like Arsenal.
Shots fired.
Be careful, Emperor. Be careful. Arsenal fans will follow you.
So that's fast too. That's fast. No disrespect, but that's true too.
All right, moving on to the game on Sunday. Magic game. I'm telling you, Irate is scared of that game. I can't. Don't tell me you're not scared. Irate, over to you on this game. Over to you. Tell me something.
Yeah, I think before this game, one thing we forgot to mention for the Man United game is Brentford. If they lose that game, they will be sucked into a relegation fight. In fact, they are already in a relegation fight right now. So, Man U fans don't expect this to be a cruise or a very easy win. No, I don't think it will be that way. Liverpool, Brighton, all of a sudden now feels like an audition for Roberto De Zerbi. And the fact that Alonso made that announcement yesterday has given this game some more importance. And what we've heard so far is the new sporting director and Michael Edwards actually have De Zerbi at the top of their list for the next managerial appointment for Liverpool, even when we were still in pursuit for Alonso, because that was started by the departing sporting director. So it kind of feels like, this is an opportunity for them to have a closer look at what De Zerbi can bring to Liverpool next season. And I'm sure De Zerbi himself is aware of that. But in terms of confidence, I expect the players to turn up, knowing that we lost that game bitterly to Man U before the international break. I'm expecting a reaction, and definitely Anfield is one place where you can get that reaction. The good thing is we have a couple of most of the players back now. Konate played for France. I was surprised to see him play anyways, because he has not played for Liverpool in the last 2-3 games. But Konate is back now, and I think Trent is also back in training. So injury list has lightened a little bit. So I think we are very close to full team right now. Only a handful of players out, and I expect us to react tomorrow to that loss against Man United and get 3 points at Anfield. Anything less than 3 points right now is a disappointment, knowing that Arsenal and Man City, your other two contenders, are playing right after that game. So it's 3 points for me. There's no excuse not to get at 3 points tomorrow.
All right, Raymond, do you have anything to add to this game? A very big game for Liverpool. if they want to stretch their lead. Do you think Liverpool will be able to scale through in this game?
Yeah, like I said earlier on, during my introduction, every match involving title contenders are now cup finals. This is the first step to some of these finals. Some of these couple of games. And if anything that sleeps at this time might just be in trouble, might just say BYE to the league, even though there are still a couple of games to play. So, of course, the first of the finals for Liverpool when they play Brighton. And definitely it's not a time in which they want to slip up. They want to go out there and get victory. And Brighton have not been bad this season. Disabi maybe part of him might have his eyes on Liverpool's job after that Alonso's announcement. But nevertheless, they also want to push for Europe, just like it did last season. It's going to be a tough one, but I think Liverpool should be able to get this pretty easy. Because Brighton, one thing I don't like about Disabi is not being able to be conservative when he needs to do so. He'll still come out against Liverpool, and knowing Liverpool to be a game positive team, a team that will tear you apart if you give them the chance, then easily I bet Liverpool to run over Brighton. But football is football, anything can still happen. But I don't think I see any win, anything aside a win for Liverpool in this game remains a shocker for me, and Liverpool might be counting their losses. So I think it's a win for Liverpool.
All right. Prof, you have something to say on this one?
Let me just okay.
Yeah, I'm still coming to.
I wanted to add my bit.
Yeah, on the Liverpool game.
Yeah, Prof, go ahead.
Yeah. It's the first game before. It's the first match before the cutting the showbiz, the show game. That is the game between Arsenal and City. So look, as Irid said, I think it's a must win for Liverpool, and it will be such a very difficult game for Brighton because we all know that the club farewell is still on, and in Anfield, they're still screaming their hearts out for him, and so it's good. Liverpool, Brighton will find it very difficult to even string passes together. I think they will go out all guns blazing, and like I said, the incentive for this game is the fact that if they get 3 points, they can sit back and relax, with a bottle of beer and watch the game between Arsenal and City as they cancel themselves out. So for me in this game, I think it's a win or nothing for Liverpool. I think even a draw will be very, very dangerous for them in this game.
All right. Over to you, Ihis. This game.
Yeah, just my 2 cents on this game, because I know everybody's focused on the Arsenal Manchester City Arsenal game, and Liverpool welcoming Brighton over now. If you look at the stats for the past 5 games between these two teams, Liverpool haven't won in all competitions, FA Cup, Premiership, and the last subsequent visit of Brighton to Anfield has been successful for them, either picking 1 point or drawing or not losing. So it's like a banana skin for Liverpool, because I know Liverpool right now, they just have to concentrate on this game. Leave whatever is going on between Man City and Arsenal. Just concentrate on this game. Like Illuminator said, if they take their eye off, and possibly they could drop points in this game, because the momentum is kind of like it favors Brighton over Albion. If you look at how both teams have fared in the last couple of games in all competition, Brighton has stunned Anfield to like a place where they can just go and pick a point and not lose. So Klopp, I know this is a farewell parade for him in the last 10 games, but Liverpool has been shaky defensively. They've been allowing teams go at them, and Brighton, they have some of their players back, even if Maitoma would not be playing, but at least they've been picking up winnings in their last few games. I think in the last EPL they won. And so Liverpool should be careful, because this is a potential banana skin for Liverpool at Anfield.
Well, Iris, I'm going to come back to you on this game. What's your scoreline? Do you think it's going to be 1-1, or your scoreline on this game?
Scoreline, I'm looking at, I think Brighton would score. I mean, I would say for the first time, I can say what the starting 11 will be tomorrow.
Okay, give us. Give us the starting
On the
11,
right
please.
would most likely have Conor Bradley, and the center you have Konate, Van Dijk, and Robertson on the left. In midfield, I think that is that area that we've not been able to have a constant three this season. So it's good to know that McAllister, Szoboszlai, and Endo would play another game together. I think this would be the second or third game they are playing together this season. So which is good to see. And up front, of course, we have Diaz, Nunes, and Salah. There was a little concern for Nunes over the international break, but I think he's good to go, and is going to start that game as well. So I see. I mean, with the players we have available, Trent might also be on the bench, and we know what he can do when he's on the field, attacking wise. So I think we should win this game like 3-1, in my opinion.
All right. There's one person I've not I've not said anything. That's Temidayo. About this game. How important is this game for Liverpool? Temi, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. I can hear you. Like
right.
My Arsenal brother will find earlier. Liverpool have not won a game against Brighton since 2022, and that's about 2 years ago. So it's dicey. Like Brighton seems to have developed the confidence to meet them anywhere and just either win or draw. Even at Anfield, I could remember they picked up a draw, even at the death, one of those games. So it's very, very important so that the competition will be on at least for a while before they drop. I still hope they drop, though, from my Arsenal fan inside. But then it's a very, very important game, and they can't afford to sleep. That is the case here. They can't afford to sleep. Anyone can afford to sleep at this moment. Anyone can't afford to. But they are having their injured players back, and I think Arnold, Salah, and that flank is complete at the moment. And even if Arnold is not coming on, having Salah on that right wing is a big plus at the moment. And they have all the firepower now to go into the game to bring out a win at this. And Brighton has not been very, very good defensively lately. Even their defender was making an error in the England game the other day. So they have to keep their backline together. And knowing Roberto De Zerbi, he doesn't keep his backline together. So for a Liverpool that can run you all through a game, so I don't think Brighton will be able to cope with the speed, with the tenacity Liverpool might be coming with. But then Liverpool still needs to be very, very careful going into that game. Thank you.
All right, Temi, thanks so much. I'm moving on to this big game. I'm going to start with you, Ace. First of all, Manchester City versus Arsenal. You could see I name it title decider. Well, somebody said it's never, because anything can still happen. Even if Arsenal is going to lose. Oh, sorry. It's going to even win or draw. Say anything can still happen. Now, Ace, I'm going to start with you. This is a big game. How is this game? How are you looking at this game for Arsenal?
Well, we've been saying it for the past 2 weeks. I know, listening to Pep Guardiola in the press conference today, he said it with his mouth, which I could interpret that he has been preparing for this game. While some may allude that he's not going to have sleepless night, blah, blah, blah. That's just by the way. But it's a big game, regardless of however you want to frame it. It's a title decider because two teams locked at the top of the table. Arsenal currently sits in the first position, tied on the same points with Liverpool, but goal difference. They're ahead because of goal difference. And ManCity sitting in the third position, 1 point difference between these two. And looking at 10 games remaining, it is a big game. It's a massive game on the side of ManCity and also on the side of Arsenal. A lot of permutation and combination has been happening for the past 1 week, over the past 2 weeks. If Arsenal loses, what happens? Is it that their title hopes will get dented, or if Man City win? If Man City loses, Man City have done it before. They still have the propensity, but they still have what it takes to go in the next 9 games to win it. Like I've always said, football is a game of 90 minutes. Anything can happen. Once the players are crossing the line, come Sunday, it's about who gives in the best. And we hear in press conference today, Pep saying John Stones and Walker won't be playing, but I don't believe that because it's not today. Pep keeps saying a player would not play, and on game day you see him in the starting lineup. So I know right now a lot of mind games are going on, and Arteta too was so keeping the cards close to his chest in terms of the players that could feature on Sunday, and I love it because this is what Arsenal fans have been yearning for the past how many years, since 2015, 2016, when we started going down the drain, and when Arsene Wenger left us in 2018, and Emery coming into the helms of our affairs and making us look as if we don't have ambition. But right now, ever since Arteta stepped in, mind you, being his first managerial job, and he has been able to steady the ship, take Arsenal to that level at which we're now competing. Before, nobody last season, I think it started from last season, but before last season, games like this, everybody could quickly snap their finger and say, Man City is doing us now. Man City is giving it to us now. But right now, you could even hear some Man City fans listening to them on their channels or watching their videos on their YouTube channel, on social media. They are showing the respect to Arsenal, and they know Arsenal has what it takes to hurt them. But looking at the game properly, I mentioned it in the last time we were here, where you had a Man City fan, I've forgotten his name, and also Tidbits. I mentioned it that going into the last 10 games, there will be a lot of turns. There will be a lot of dips and turns. It is now time where each club do the mental calculation. You can decide to drop points here and drop points there. It's not as if Liverpool is going to, despite Liverpool having the easiest fixtures on paper among the three, it's not as if Liverpool will go and blitz through these 10 teams and go 30 points. Neither is Man City going to go through these 10 teams and blitz them through, because Man City, like we all know, they've not been that scintillating this season, despite the fact that they are on the 22 games unbeaten run in all competition. But we can see they've lost to Wolves, lost to Aston Villa, lost to Arsenal. Some may argue that in those games that they lost, Rodri wasn't there. But we've seen Rodri playing in games where Man City has struggled, i.e. against Chelsea, home and away. And also in other games where they had to, against Everton, where they had to come from, had to dig in to get a win. But like I say, it's all chalk and cheese, horse for courses, because we don't know what might happen that Sunday. But for this game, it's poised. As an Arsenal fan, as I was about to say the other time, there are games where you could drop points, and there are games where you would not drop points. Is Man City that game that Arsenal need to drop that point? 8 games now at the Etihad, and they've lost all games. So I think this is an opportunity for Arteta and his men to put a stamp and go in there to make a statement. It's not going to be that easy. I know Man City is easy. This Man City of this season can be got at. And I just want Arsenal to just be bold enough and do what they've been doing ever since January 2024 to ensure they stay disciplined, dominate, and go into that game and get the win. And I hope they get the win. That's just my own opinion.
All right, Irate. You have to help us in this game. That's Man City versus Arsenal. How are you looking at this game? I'm sure as a Liverpool fan, you want them to play a draw. What do you think?
Yeah, a draw would be perfect for Liverpool because both teams would drop points. So yeah, as a Liverpool fan, that's what I would hope for. But also, let's not take our eye off the fact that Man City are still in the FA Cup and Champions League, and they are playing 2 big teams.
Yeah.
In those competitions. Arsenal themselves have Bayern Munich to contend with. So, like you said, there will be twists and turns left in these last 10 games of the season. A big injury could happen. We saw what happened with Saliba last season. A player could lose form. Anything can still happen. A team can spring up a surprise. You might play a relegation threatening team, and on that day they just have the morale and they are spirited to get 3 points against you. So anything can still happen at this stage of the season. For the game tomorrow, it's of huge significance for me to who will win the Premier League title because, like I said, 2014 was the last time we had a three-horse race and all 3 separated by points. So it feels like who blinks first. That is the situation we are now in the Premier League. And Arsenal, knowing that they have a wretched record at the Etihad, they know that this is the time to prove that they can actually beat the best team in the world at the moment. And they won the last two games, so we can say if they win this, it will be a huge psychological shift in terms of the fact that they can have that belief that this is a team that has been beating us the last 3, 4, 5 years. Now we've won three straight games against them. It's actually a team that we can beat. So it's going to be a huge psychological shift for Arsenal and a boost for them, knowing that they can beat the best team in the country. If Arsenal win that game, don't be surprised if they go on to win the league, because it's going to do them a whole lot of good. But knowing that it's going to be at the Etihad, let's call it spade a spade. The fact that Stones and Walker is not playing, a lot of people are saying, "Oh, Man City have squad depth, this and that." Yes, they do have it, but those two players play very key roles in that team that are almost irreplaceable. Akanji cannot replace what Stones give, even though he tries to. He is not Stones. Stones is better at doing it, that hybrid role. And we all know what Kyle Walker gives to Man City when it comes to pace. He is also irreplaceable. No one can give it to Man City. So those two key players are out. And De Bruyne, I'm not sure what his fitness update is, if he will also be involved in the game. But if De Bruyne is not available, that's another massive loss. So right now, in terms of squad, Arsenal have a better and a fitter team going into this game for me. And if there's a time for them to lay a marker on winning the title or lay a claim to it, this game is the right game for them to do that. But as a Liverpool fan, I'll just hopefully Liverpool get 3 points before the game. I have my beer in my hand and watching that game as a neutral, enjoying a good game of football, and hopefully it's going to end in a 0-0 or 1-1 draw. That's what I hope for.
Well, 1-1. Temi, now over to you. I'm going to just ask you, Temi, what kind of lineup should we be expecting from Arteta on Sunday? The lineup, the players you think should be able, your first 11, please. Temi, can you hear me? I think I lost.
Yeah,
Temi.
loud and clear. I can.
Okay,
I can hear you.
All right.
Okay, so like I will always refer to his comment earlier. Arteta has been sneaky with our lineups lately, and it's kind of what has been helping us go into some games actually, because it's reduced the level of predictability. So for this game, I'm expecting, of course, Raya in goal. He came back fit from the international game, so he's good to go. Ben White has rested very well. So even though Tomiyasu is back, but Ben White should feature at right back for now. He's doing well and he's contributing well. Saliba and Gabriel is still being assessed, but I duly hope he's fit because
Gabriel is he injured?
Yeah, he pulled out of the Brazil international.
They claimed.
I think it was
injured,
as a result of the.
They claim he's injured.
They claim he's injured.
Harry, stop that sneaky comment. He's injured.
They claim
he had to manage.
Okay.
He had to manage his fitness. I don't know why you guys are having. I don't know why you guys are having an issue with this. He had to manage his fitness. If he pulls out of the international,
I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm still coming down to that injury. Everybody playing this. This guy could not make the internationals. He has to put.
That is a big discussion.
It's a very funny one this time. This one was very dramatic, actually. Okay, going back to my comment.
All right, please do.
Kivio has done well at
Kivio?
Jaco Kivio.
In this kind of
but I don't think, we need that defensive compatibility, but to control the game, maybe later, Zinchenko can come on. Zinchenko gives us the control, but it doesn't offer what Kivio offers defensively. So if Pep is opting for Bernardo Silva on that wing, Kivio is who I can trust to stop Bernardo Silva from functioning. With Walker out, it's reduced the threat on that side. So Kivio, please, can start then. If in the middle of the game we need the control, we can then have Zinchenko coming on. So in midfield, we should just continue with the Jorginho, Rice, and Odegaard. Then, if Partey has been training all time during the international break, so he offers some control too in the midfield. So I can opt for him to come on when maybe everything is turning into a furnace. So he can always come and apply some ice. And then on the wing, Saka will feature.
Saka the guy don't rest. The guy don't rest.
International game, but he needed that rest. Actually, he has been playing with knocks, a whole lot of knocks, and we hope the referees can help us protect him a bit at least, because he has drawn almost the most fouls in the league at the moment. If I'm correct about that, and up front, Carvas has been doing well. I think Gabriel Jesus doesn't know the way to the goal right now, so he can still be coming on from the bench to come and learn how to put the ball in the net. But Carvas know where the goal is at the moment, so he should still remain there. At least Raya can still. We can decide to change the formation to do the long balls, and Carvas during the Community Shield was able to handle all City defenders by winning 4 out of the 5 duels, if I'm correct. So he can be a key option if we are intending to go long. And on the left wing, I pray, I am currently on my knees praying that Martinelli is fit. Because if Walker is out, the only person that can eat that wing with the bone is actually Martinelli. Trossard is.
I still prefer Trossard. I don't know why. I prefer Trossard.
Oh, Trossard is. Trossard does well, but I have issues with his pace. Oh. Now the game is, if you watch the Liverpool's game, it was end to end. You will see Diaz almost up front in a snap of a finger. You see Nunes up front in snap of a finger. So we need someone that is a good ball carrier, then with the pace itself. So Trossard can carry the ball well, but he's not pacey with the ball. So he offers something much more if we are playing maybe a team that is fluid. But when even City might decide to now block or sit back for us, we need that speed, we need that pace from Martinelli to always drive out the crosses or to always take on whoever it is that will be playing the right back for City with Kyle Walker out. So that is my preferred lineup. Arteta can decide to spice things up. He's been full of surprises and he's been working so far. But for me, I feel you shouldn't tamper with a winning team. The team is highly spirited. Everyone is anxious to want to participate and help us win. But then we shouldn't just touch that winning team at the moment. Let's go with full momentum into that game. And I hope we come up with something big.
All right. Thank you so much. Prof, over to you on this game. Prof, Saka didn't go for internationals. He pulled out. Ben White, most Arsenal players. I think they know what they are doing. They don't want to. Well, I don't know what to say. Do you think this will really help Arsenal over Man City?
Arteta has. I think first of all, let me quickly touch on Man City before I go to Arsenal.
Borrow the
massive kudos to Man City and Pep for what you're doing. I think what you're doing goes under the radar. I think a lot of people have become so used to the quality of this team and the consistency that what they do actually flies over our head. This is a team that won the treble last season and has won 3 on the bounce. Gary Neville alluded to it that it's very, very difficult to replicate, to come back again after you've just won a treble. The hangover is always massive. And this is a team that has missed Haaland for 3 months, or almost 3 months. De Bruyne has been out massively. They lost Gundogan, they lost Mahrez. He has had 1 or 2 Stones has been in and out. Doku shown flashes, really has been almost non-existent as well. And yet, they're in the conversation. I think it just seems normal, but it's not normal what they are doing. To not be at the optimum best and still be in the conversation to win the title and another treble this season is just out of this world. going to what Arsenal is doing, I think with the Saka ish, obviously we know. I mean, I called it early. They are trying to protect the players. Arteta was questioned today in this press conference, and he says they will be ready. So I can bet anything that Gabriel Magalhaes, Bukayo Saka, and Martinelli will be in the matchday squad. But Stones and Walker out. They got injured playing for their country. So I think the Arsenal players need to look at themselves in the mirror for this one. To skip the national jersey just because of this game. This is what we're talking about when we said Arsenal. They were thinking too much about this game. And look, if I were Arsenal, I would think too much about it. They are the ones who are trying to reach for gold. City, they've done it over and over and over. Arsenal are trying to do it first time in 20 years. So I don't blame them. This is a massive opportunity for Arsenal. So I don't blame them for keeping Saka and their players out and getting them ready for this game, because it's the biggest game of their lives. They have a fantastic opportunity now to go and lay down a marker, like Eric said. They're going to the Etihad. At MANCITY, I'm missing a very key component of the way they play football, John Stones and Walker. So if they go there, Arsenal, and they are on their A game, they should be able to get something good from this game. This is a fantastic opportunity. Go there and win, and let the momentum be on their side, and it will be all in their hands if they win this game, and they can go ahead and win their first trophy in 20 years.
First trophy in 20 years. All right, Emperor.
Sorry, don't.
Emperor.
Let me just quickly react. Let me just quickly react to that. Don't. Just let me just quickly react. If someone who doesn't understand football, who doesn't know football, is watching this episode right now, the person will think that Arsenal did not release any of their players for the international break. This is why I call for context and balance in our analysis. Declan Rice played 290 minutes for England, the England national team. Kai Havertz played 2 solid 90 minutes for Germany. Kivio played 2 solid 90 minutes for Poland. Zinchenko played 2 solid 90 minutes, even if it's not 2 solid 90 minutes, he featured for Ukraine. So these are players that I've mentioned, solid, integral players that are key to the Arsenal starting 11. So when we come on a live show and we make statements that Arsenal is hiding their players. So this is what I'm just trying to come out here. For the purpose of those watching this episode who don't understand what football is, Arsenal didn't hide their players. Saka has been carrying a knock for the past how many months? From virtually the beginning of the month. And if a club decides, it's called negotiation, like I mentioned in the WhatsApp group, you can negotiate your players way out. And moreover, it's stupid for FIFA to be putting an international break in the business end of the season. This is the business end of the season. Why are you infusing an international break? For goodness sake. And for whatever reason, it's an opportunity for the manager of the country to use other players, i.e. England. England has qualified for Euros. So it's on Southgate to use these 2 games to test other players, give minutes to other players that have not been able to play. I'm surprised how Palmer, being in the window for Chelsea, didn't even feature for a minute in the entire 180 minutes in the games between crazy. Brazil and I don't know who they played, Brazil and Belgium. So for me, I just see Gabriel Magalhaes pulled out because he has been carrying a knock. So what's the essence of me going into a Brazil national team when I know I have an injury, play there, and it affects my club's chances of going or contesting for the title? So let's just try to, put balance to this thing and don't use that brush to paint Arsenal like Arsenal did it intentionally. Moreover, if you look at history of football, this is not the first time clubs are preventing their players from going to international. So I rest my case there.
All right, Emperor, do you want to say something on this game? MANCITY Arsenal. Emperor, can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly.
All right, talk to me about what's your thoughts.
I got a little to say about the Arsenal Manchester City game. To me, I think Arsenal will actually get the win. That's my prediction. I think they are getting the win, but that doesn't actually mean that Arsenal is going to win the league. So getting the win, the title decider. That doesn't. This game doesn't mean Arsenal will win the league.
Another twist.
100%.
Wow. 100%.
Arsenal might actually win City on this game, but City will definitely end ahead of Arsenal this season. I don't know between City and Pool who is going to win the league. And I can't tell. For Arsenal, no. Talking about
Yeah, I think
talking about
no finish.
talking about Arsenal pulling out players to protect them or not. To me, it's actually a nice thing. Yeah, that's what I expected from Eric Ten Hag to do on Rasmus. Like, this player is just coming. This is, to me, Rasmus is our key player this year, this 2024. So I expect you to find a way to pull him out from going for international break. Rest him. Understand? This is your key player. Bruno Fernandes. He's not supposed to go to Portugal. Portugal has already qualified. So you're supposed to rest this. You're supposed to rest your key player, because now, right, just like this, my brother said, right now, this is the time for every team to chase the point.
Yes.
If you want to qualify for Champions League, if you're going for title race, if you're going for any UEFA competition, this is the time. You need to rest your best player. You need to get your best player to be in full fitness for you to achieve your aim right now. So allowing Bruno Fernandes to download, like, surely I'm not happy with Eric Ten Hag. But it's not
I think Portugal released most of their players now. Emperor, Portugal released after the first batch, they released most of them to go back to their club.
Oh, really?
Yes, they released
after
the likes of David Silva.
Yeah, you're right about that. But what I'm saying is that they're not supposed
Bruno Fernandes. So.
I mean, you can't say we are not supposed to go.
Yeah, my point.
Who will play for the national team? So I just feel it's more of, like he said, a negotiation.
It's one of the players that has played the game this season. Yeah, Bruno Fernandes is among the players that has played the most game this season. This is in your competition. Week in, week out, is always there. Even if you are playing Carling Cup, FA Cup, Bruno will play.
It's going to be there. That's true.
So, well, not good. Sorry, Don. To my Arsenal fans, like I said before, no hate, no disrespect. But see Arsenal winning league in the next 30 years. I don't think.
No,
no, for real. No hate though.
50 years.
He don't beg, go. He don't beg. He say no hate. Wow, let me guide myself. Let me be careful. I love Arsenal.
Let me chip in.
Come and help me.
I rate we tell us how they endured that long years of being barren. You know, you can give us a handout on how to cope with it.
Yes, during those years we won the Champions League. During those years, and
so you can pass the handout over. How we stood that long without it? 30 years.
They were holding off with bigger trophies. They were playing with bigger trophies when they were out.
3 decades.
I think right now Arsenal are on 20, right? So you guys we've passed over the baton to you. You can take it off from there. For now.
10 more years.
No. So who wants to? Somebody's chatting up with us. MCA Kevo from Ghana.
For Man City, I want to talk about the tactics of the game. I don't know if I'm.
Yeah, we are going to do
for Man City.
Combine 11 or for Man City. Okay. Yeah, Prof, go ahead.
Yes. Talking about what the probable lineup for Arsenal. Like I said, I think the all three players, the Gabriel, Saka, and Martinelli will start. For Man City, I'm still. I don't know. Pep doesn't have a lot of options right now because, like I said, 2 players are out. I'm not sure about Ederson. I think Ederson is out. So, right back, he has his work cut out there at the right back because obviously that's where Martinelli plays from and Trossard. These are very dangerous players. I wonder if he's going to start Rico Lewis there or move Akanji to the right back. But I think he's going to start Rico Lewis, then Akanji, Diaz, and Ake at the back. I think that's what he might do, so that Akanji, who sometimes steps forward to join Rodri, can take up that role. Like I said, doesn't do it as good as much as Stones does, but hopefully can do it. And then I think the rest of the team picks itself with De Bruyne. I think De Bruyne will start. I think he was fit enough to start. Then they will have Foden. I'm not sure about Doku or Grealish yet, but then obviously the likes of Bernardo Silva and Haaland will all play. So yeah.
How about he starts Akonji on the right and Gvardiol through the middle alongside Ruben Diaz? I mean, I'm thinking
the reason why I say but I hardly see him start Gvardiol through the middle. He uses him most likely often on the left back because don't forget they form a back three. So it's usually Arcade, Diaz, and Walker forms back three. So I think, yeah, it might go that route, but I hardly see him play Gvardiol in centre back. I think most times Gvardiol plays at left back. He even really overlaps. He's the one who is the left-footed player that they have that overlaps. The way Walker does. Gvardiol. So I doubt if Gvardiol will start. But then it's Pep. I'm sure he will have a way. He would have been racking his head right now. Now
I feel like this game, if Martinelli should catch Rico Lewis, oh my god.
I think Akonji has space. So
Tell me
you're right.
Here.
You're right. If you start,
just to chip in this, players being absent. We love Man City. We all see Man City have the best squad. They have depth. So now that just two players are out, we're struggling to say they don't have adequate people to fill in the position. It surprises me when this is the same Man City we've been lauding from the beginning of the season. We've been saying, check out Man City, the best manager. They have the best squad. So this is just two players that are out. And now it's a struggle just because they want to play Arsenal. I just feel this is, for me, it's not, and I would say that it's not balanced. Because Arsenal, every team practically has gone through players being injured. Take a good example. In the first leg at the Emirates Stadium, there was no Partey. Partey didn't start. There was no Tomiyasu. There was no Martinelli. There was no Saka. There was no Bukayo Saka in that lineup. Gabriel Jesus was utilized on the right wing, playing out of position for that game. Arsenal fans were not scratching their head, or Arteta wasn't saying because I have these four players not ready for the game, that means I don't know who I'm going to use. So for me, it is not an excuse because this is the same team that we've been lauding for the past 3 seasons that they have the best squad in Europe. So why are we now trying to make an excuse for Pep? Because Stones and Walker is out.
You have a point. You have a point.
Yeah. So looking at the tactics, I feel if Pep sets up the way he set up against Liverpool on Sunday, it's going to be very, very, very crazy for him to do that, though. But now, the point here is Stones is out. Stones is the player that does that, inverting from the defense into the midfield to cover up Rodri and give Rodri that freedom of expression. So right now, Rodri is left alone because looking at the players available right now, Akonji can play in the 5 position while Diaz play in 6. Akonji has tried that inverting thing, but it hasn't been fluid, just like the way John Stones have been doing it. So possibly Pep could be scratching his head and say, I wouldn't want Akonji to force it here because this is a very big game. Don't do that to come and disrupt the fluidity or the cohesiveness of the team. So would I want to put Rodri and combine him with Alvarez and Silva? And we've seen the combination of Alvarez and Rodri this season. It has not really, really gelled. And we saw how a Chelsea team, which is in the mid-table, took Man City to the cleaners in terms of how they dealt with Man City, because that was the combination Pep used. So right now, a lot of you were saying Pep would not have sleepless nights or Pep would just go to sleep. And this is where, because we're getting close to it now, and even we that were not Pep, or some of you that are not Pep, is scratching your head right now is how is he going to do this? And you're now telling me for the past 2 weeks he has not been thinking about it, coupled to the fact that 2 days ago, the addition of John Stones and Walker added to it, it impounded or added more woes to whatever he's trying to build. For us now, all I'll just say is keep what you've been doing for the entire season, dominating. Would you be able to go with that? Are we able to go to the Emirates to dominate? And I know Pep usually does this. He sets that trap for Arsenal, like he did last season at the Etihad, where Arsenal went full throttle in terms of pressing. And you could just see it was just simple route 1 tactics give it to Haaland. Haaland dropped the ball for De Bruyne, and that's it. And that was how they destroyed Arsenal in the first 10 minutes. And I hope Arteta has learned his lesson. Keep to what you've been doing for the past, how many games now? For the past 28 games. Just keep to it. If you want to go there to dominate, you have to be careful. Don't leave those loopholes for Man City to dominate, and don't make silly mistakes. And like Emperor said, Raya is there to lob or to bring those balls to either Saka or Martinelli. I just want Arsenal to make a statement, because a lot of naysayers and people that have always been disrespecting Arsenal, I just feel they need to make this statement, even if they don't win, but at least pick the 1 point. Yep.
Yeah. Let's go. Tell I'm going to start with you with this combined 11.
Done. This combined. This thing our wahala done. Our wahala problem. I want to start this now. This will be a very big problem.
Yeah, we have to do it. No need. We just have to do it. Tell I'm going to start with the goalkeeper, Ryan. Or what's the name of the second goalkeeper?
Based on the season form,
Otagio.
Based on the season form, it is Raya in goal for me.
Otagi.
Raya has
Master keeper now. Abi Ederson. Are you talking about Ederson?
Ortega.
Yeah,
Ederson trained.
It is Raya in
Ederson
goal.
trained, so Ederson is out.
So he has the most clean sheets, and even if Ederson has played 5 games more than Raya this season, Raya still have the most clean sheets.
So we are putting Raya. I rate. We agree.
Less goals, actually.
I rate.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I agree on this.
Yeah, if Ederson is available, I'm not taking Raya over Ederson. I'm not sure if he is, but no, I'm not taking Raya over Ederson.
I totally agree. I agree on this.
Pep mentioned that he trained. I think Ederson is fit.
So if Ederson is
mentioned
fit,
that he
Ederson
trained.
should be there. Not
Ederson, young man. Agba.
So why is Ederson there?
Even if Ederson is fit, even if Ederson is fit,
yes,
Raya should be there ahead of Ederson.
Why is Ederson there? Because
Raya
performed more better than Ederson this season. Yes, I can see that.
You mean Raya he has done better this season?
Raya has performed better this season than Ederson. I can say that confidently.
In what sense?
People will look for you. Tell me.
I just read it out earlier. Ederson played 5 games more. Raya has more clean sheets. Raya has conceded lesser goals this season than Ederson.
And Man City has conceded more goals than Arsenal.
Clean sheets is not just about the goalkeeper; it's the whole team.
But the goalkeeper collected notes at the end of the season.
Exactly, but we all know clean sheet is not just if you have a shaky defense in front of you, what can you do about it? So,
Bishop, you are welcome to the show. We are having a problem about the goalkeeper. Raya or Ederson.
I don't think Raya has done enough.
Bishop, you are welcome.
Okay, guys. Okay, thank you for
Bishop. Help us. We are having a problem. Ederson or Raya.
I don't think Ederson will be available. But if Ederson is available, then he's in goal.
All right.
Sorry, Don. Why are they picking Ederson ahead of Raya this season? Let's be sincere. I bet let's keep sentiment aside. This season, we're talking about this season.
Okay. For me, I've not been convinced by Raya. For me, I've not been convinced by his signing, although recently, I'm not talking of recently. Since his signing, I've not been convinced like that. But he has been improving. But Ederson is Mr. Consistency. I don't see anything is there. His footwork, yes, his save might be questionable sometimes. But his footwork is always there, and it's better than Raya 100%. So
when it comes to errors leading to goals, how many has Ederson made this season? How many has Raya made?
Okay, for Raya, I think I can call on 2 or 3 minus the Champions League.
How many can you call for Ederson?
I can't remember anyone.
I can only think of one, and that's maybe if that is even counted, that penalty gave away against Liverpool, which was not entirely his fault. Okay. So for me, I think these are more important matrices than just clean sheets or things like that. So, for me, like I said, Raya, I'm not saying he's a bad goalkeeper, but I don't think he has done enough, even this season, for us to say that he should be ahead of Ederson. No, not in my books.
And I agree.
So, Irish, what's the condition for giving a goalkeeper Golden Glove at the end of the season?
Oh yes, even Reina that was always catching balloons and has won a couple of Golden Gloves. We know it's clean sheets, but like I said, if you have a shaky defense in front of you, there's nothing you can do about it, right?
I think you're underrating the ability of the goalkeeper to coordinate the defense here.
No.
Ramsdale featured in that defense once this season, and sorry for using that word. He actually fumbled.
So okay, hold on. So let's don't visit that Ramsdale or something. And Raya would have done the same thing against, I think, Man City first leg.
Ederson have almost the costliest defense in the league in front of him. So how are you excusing that? You have almost the costliest defense in the league in front of him. So how are you excusing that?
First of all, Man City's backline and Arsenal's backline this season, which has been more solid. Just the back four. Man City.
I'll go for Arsenal.
Arsenal has played a consistent.
Arsenal, of course.
Exactly. So Ederson has had changes in personnel in front of him almost all through the season. Gvardiol started now with Ake. Ruben Dias has had injuries. John Stones has had injuries.
But that's due to the manager and his tinkering style.
So
but looking at the current standing, David Raya has played 1,980 minutes and he has 33 saves, 9 clean sheets. Ederson has played 2,314 minutes,
5 games saves, more,
8 clean sheets. So I don't know. I just feel if we're looking at
that's the more reason why. That's what I said earlier.
If we're looking at form,
all right.
Raya,
let's move on. We are going to
hold on. Don, let's say something here because by the time we go forward, there will be a problem. What are we using as the yardstick? Because now we have chosen Ederson based on yes, I'm coming based on what? Based on consistency and skills, right? But when it comes to defense and attack, now we're not going to change the yardstick, so it's not going to work for some people. So
I beg Raymond, come outside.
I think Raymond, for me, come outside. Honestly, a goalkeeper should inspire his defense with confidence, and Raya has been looking shaky.
How do you know Raya is inspiring?
Raymond, help me now.
With confidence. I don't get it.
Mr. Don, I beg you shouldn't be upset. To me, I see that some people are using sentiment on this for real. Like, since I've been on this broadcast, I'm not an Arsenal fan. I don't like Arsenal. But to be sincere, Raya should be there ahead of Ederson.
So I'm going to ask a question. Should we say Raya has been the best goalkeeper in the Premier League this season?
No.
Okay, I want to ask a question. Who can we say has been the best goalkeeper in the Premier League this season, and why so far? Can we say Raya is better than Alisson? This season? Even though he has
no.
For the goalkeeper position.
No, I don't think
position. For the goalkeeper position, the yardstick is simple.
All right.
For the goalkeeper position, the yardstick is very simple. Because it's very simple.
I'm gonna put it this way. We'll come back to it. I'm confused now. On the left back,
you can take a vote on it now.
Yes. Okay. Among us,
let's take a vote.
Okay. Let's
take a vote on it.
People for Raya. How many? We have Ace, Temidayo, and Emperor.
Me.
Yeah. We have 3 people now on Ederson. We have Bishop. Prof, are you still there?
I'm here, yeah.
Yeah, which one are you going for?
Ederson.
No, let them drop their vote in the comment in the chat group.
And also, iRates is taking Ederson. So it's 3-3. Tell me, help me now. We have 3 people.
You can
So
be there. You
Nami,
can be the breaker now. Done.
Nami,
Done. You can decide.
Raymond,
George, who go decide? Who go fit now?
Oh yeah, Raymond, decide. Oh yeah, Raymond. Edison or Raya?
The ball is in. Everybody send money to my account if you want Edison or Raya. I am the Jew here.
Okay. My own. My own. Yeah, it shouldn't be sentimental. It shouldn't be biased.
Okay.
You watch Premier League this season. Make your choice.
Yeah.
That's my own.
Your choice.
I don't know anything.
You know they watch by. Oh yeah, talk to me, Raymond. Let's move forward. So
I go for Raya.
Oh, Raya takes it.
Raya.
Okay, Raya takes it. On the left back, Zinchenko or is it Ake? Are we going to use Ake?
No, it's Kion versus Ake now.
Ake.
I think Ake should be there because Arsenal have not had a consistent.
Ake. Tell me, you agreed?
Yeah, Ake has done well. Yes, he's a good player. Yeah.
On the right back,
Kivio just switched there, so
yes, I agreed.
Bishop, who are we pitching on the right back?
The Walker is missing. Ben White, of course, now.
Walker.
Ben White.
Undefeated.
Wait. So if Walker wasn't missing, let's say Walker was fit.
If Walker doesn't miss, I'm going to still choose Ben White.
Even if Walker was fit, Ben White should be there ahead of Walker.
I'll still choose Ben White because of his consistency this season.
Let's take Ben. Okay, these two centre backs. It's getting interesting now. The two centre backs.
Saliba Diaz.
So Saliba is number one. Diaz are not good this season.
It's not even about Diaz.
Diaz are not good this season.
It's not even about Diaz. It's about Saliba. Leave Diaz. It's about Saliba. I think I'll choose Gabriel.
But Gabriel has been better than Saliba.
Yes,
I'm telling you, I will choose Gabriel. Seriously,
Gabriel has been better than Saliba.
Yes, sir.
Gabriel
it's not Diaz is not my problem. It's Gabriel
that left side. Gabriel slots in there.
Let's just go for Saliba and Gabriel.
Is Saliba Gabriel?
No for Man City.
Man City has not had a steady defense.
The two of them are not consistent.
Like Diaz has
no, City have had a bad. One of the reasons why Man City is struggling this season is their defense. Akonji.
I don't think Akonji will make the first 11 of Arsenal. I don't think so.
All right, in this Rice or Rodri? Oh yeah, tell me, don't go anywhere now. Tell me, where are you, Prof? Help me now.
Well, this is quite.
I'm intentionally keeping quiet after the level now. I have something to say.
No, wait. Did we ask the question? Is it Rice or Rodri? Is that what the question you asked?
Yeah, Rodri or Rice.
Okay, I'll let others decide.
Okay, so why we put so based on what Arsenal been playing this season?
To me, I'll choose Declan Rice this season.
Okay.
This season.
Okay, this is going to work. See, based on the formation that Arsenal has been playing this season, Rice is not playing that position.
I know. Okay, yes.
So Rodri will stop.
Rice hasn't been playing that 6th row.
No,
he started in that 6. He started in that 6th row at the beginning of the season.
Now this is better.
Let's do it this way. So to accommodate both of them, Rodri and Rice.
Yes.
Rodri.
Right. No, but for that six position, Rodri should be there. Rodri should be there for the 6th position. Rodri ends it.
All right, what do we have here?
Odegaard.
I didn't hear that.
Odegaard ahead of De Bruyne, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Don.
This season, Odegaard ahead of De Bruyne.
Excuse me,
you asked how many matches
Emperor.
So who is standing?
Emperor, talk to me.
Don, he putting Odegaard there. Like, where are you going to fix in Foden?
They want to see
Because
between Saka and Foden.
no, you can't go for Saka to take that way. Foden should be.
Odegaard comes on board.
Foden and Saka will be
Foden is going to the wing goal.
So who is going to be here? Phil.
Right wing?
Yeah.
No, Saka on the right wing.
Okay.
Saka now.
Then,
Saka on the right.
Foden can. Right.
Number 10.
Foden can manage the left. Odegaard definitely.
So where are you guys putting Alvarez? Because Alvarez should be
Lie.
I'll give you- You don't even talk about
Bernardo Silva ahead of Alvarez.
So number 9, Haaland, Abi.
We are doing that.
No. Okay,
Can we have a last minute of Odegaard?
Because you can say
okay, yeah.
they can say Ketia now.
No.
John, you typed Ortega instead of Odegaard.
Odegaard. Okay. I beg, help me with the spelling.
no, you type Ortega
Oh,
instead of Odegaard.
for me spelling now.
Don't I would like to say,
Give me the spelling of Odegaard. O-D-E.
John, Ode for short. Just
G-A-A.
RD.
Audi. No. Okay.
RD.
Yeah.
Odegaard. All right. I'm going to.
Yeah.
Prof wants to say something.
yeah.
Yes. I know.
Thank you very much.
Prof
So
is
good.
disappointed.
No, I'm not disappointed.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I'm not disappointed.
Okay.
It just buttresses my point. When I was on the group, I was insisting that Arsenal have zero excuses to go to the Etihad and not get the 3 points. So you guys have come together and done an 11 of Man City with 4 players and Arsenal with 7 players. So Arsenal have more quality on the pitch and on this game. So for me, as I repeat it, I wonder if Arsenal fail to win this game. So they should come back and tell me how they had
coming back on Monday.
How they had better players than Man
no.
City. How they had players more informed than Man City, better quality players than Man City, and failed to win the game. So I'll be waiting after the City Arsenal game. That's what I'm
So I remember the Liverpool. I remember the Liverpool Man City game when the combined 11 was done, and Liverpool had more players than Man City, and the game ended in a draw. Was there anything put on Liverpool that because they had more players in the combined 11, so that means they're in a better shape and better form? So that means they have to defeat. It is a must. They must defeat Man City. The game ended 1-1. So did anybody come out to say because Liverpool had the highest number of players in the combined 11? There's no hard and fast rule about this. And like I said, the game on Sunday is poised. It's all about who wants us the most. This is just our own combined 11. If you go online and see a lot of people's combined 11, there are some that even have Man City players more than Arsenal.
This is you put combined 11, not my own. I didn't put my out in this type of travesty. You did it alone.
You decided not to contribute because you have your agenda. And it's so clear. You come out on an online platform to say you're waiting for Arsenal not to win, and you let them come and tell us that. For me, it's not the story.
What he said is what he said is straightforward. He said we'll come back and review. So you might see maybe a referee mistake, it might be a player mistake, it might be a tactic gone wrong. So we'll come back and review it, obviously.
Yes. This is how far we can go.
My point is, sorry, John. My point is, Man City. I don't know. All of a sudden, I don't know why we're just shying away from all the plaudits and with the way we've been lauding Man City all these years, the best team in Europe, doing the three-peats. All of a sudden, we're making excuses. We're making excuses for Man City.
You are lauding them, but you cannot put them in a combined level.
Exactly.
We are not making excuses.
You are lauding them, but you can't put them in a combined level.
This is our own combined 11 because we are just.
I don't understand what's happening.
You're deceiving yourself. You are lauding. You've been saying it at the start of the season that City have not been themselves. I don't understand where the narrative is from. You have been saying it that Man City have not been themselves. What's his name? Bishop has been saying it that Man City has not been themselves. That Liverpool win the league. That they can. So I don't understand where you're coming from.
I've never seen Arsenal to win the league. I don't know if you know that one. Liverpool to win the league for me. I've never seen
Liverpool to win the league.
Here's the point. None of you, nobody, and Bishop just said it. Nobody ever thought Arsenal would be at this position at this time of the season.
I agree.
It was all Liverpool, Man City. So now they are there. You've never given them props. You've never given them any form of advantage. So even that day on Sunday, when it comes and they lose, so what's the big deal? What is the essence of you saying?
There's a big deal there. There's a serious big deal. Shows that
there's a big deal because there's already an agenda to criticize.
There's a big deal there. If you go there and you don't win, and you fall down there,
Bishop help you.
There's a big deal there.
What I would say is there's always he has an agenda already to come out, and I know he has already written some things down to come and say that's not the problem. The problem is if Arsenal should beat Man City on Sunday, it doesn't change the fact that Man City is a better team than Arsenal. Like they have better mentality, better experience than Arsenal, better coach than Arsenal. But if they should win Arsenal, that does not mean the title is over. There might not be a mistake that went wrong.
So Bishop, what's your score prediction?
My score prediction is I think it's going to end in a draw. I think this match is going to end in a draw.
Well. Nice one. Draw. Prof, what's your score prediction?
What's the Okwe there? Does it affect mine?
I mean, like I said, for me, I would have 5 days ago. I was a little bit confident 2-3 days ago, because I thought City will have a full squad. But with what it is now, I'm not so confident. So I think the game might end in a draw. I think Arsenal have the advantage in this one. So might end in a draw.
Fantastic. All right, Temidayo, what's your score prediction?
Be honest. 1-2. We're winning 1-2. Yeah, let's dash them one of Raya's clean sheet for the season. Then on the balance side, it's tough to win at Etihad. I must acknowledge that, but a draw will suffice. 2-2 draw.
2-2. All right. Irate, what do you think? What's your score prediction in this game? Draw, right?
Yeah, I think Arsenal would be at full strength. I think the only positive that I think City would ride on is the fact that they are playing at home and they have a good record there against Arsenal. So I see the game ending in a 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw again. Is your score prediction? Everybody's saying draw.
My only fear in this game is going ahead to this game is Pep, because Pep is a wizard.
He's a crazy man.
Yeah, he's a wizard, and his POV at times might not align with all of us, because all of us might be looking at Man City being weak without Stones and Walker, and he's seeing the game in another way. And if I had an opportunity to be in that Arsenal's dressing room right now, is don't give any loophole for Man City to gain advantage. If you want to be watertight, be watertight. Don't go gung-ho. You just have to be smart. You just have to be streetwise. Even if you drop points in this game, it doesn't mean your title chances are over. But don't go there to bend your back like you did last season, where the first 10 minutes it was over. So my only fear right now, if you look at the players, mano, really, they don't scare me because they've not been since the late in this season. Arsenal have been in a good form. But just because of that Pep factor, it just has a way of, bringing out rabbit out of the hat where nobody will see it coming from. And I just hope Arteta will not fall into the trap, because I see Pep setting a lot of traps. Like they say, style makes fight. I just feel whatever Arteta is going to Etihad to do, he should be thinking on his feet. No silly errors, no silly mistake. Hopefully VAR would not be VAR on that day. We just want to talk about football and not
that's very important.
That's very important.
Here and there. I'm going for an Arsenal win. I want to be bold here. And I'm going for an Arsenal win.
Clip it.
Arsenal win. Raymond, what's your score prediction?
Yeah.
What's your score prediction?
Manchester City 1, Arsenal 4.
Raymond, is there a sachet there?
Is Raymond an Arsenal fan?
So on this note, we want to wrap up. I have finished. I can't believe this. 4-1. Wow, massive. All right. Prof, I want to say thank you for joining us on this show. We'll be live on Sunday for the watch along. Thank you so much, Prof. Oh my days. Temidai, I want to say thanks for joining us on this one. Really appreciate your comment. Temi, thanks for joining us. Can you hear me, Temi?
Yeah, sorry. Thank you. It's good to be here. Great to be part of that. And I had a good laugh. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Hey, thanks for joining us on this show. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Hey, thanks for joining us on this show. Thank you so much.
Good to be on the show. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right, Bishop. Thanks for joining us on this show. Really.
Thank you so much, Don. That last call line. If it happens, Prof is going to leave the WhatsApp. All right.
Oh my goodness. Raymond, you're not kidding me today.
Raymond,
Nami show.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much.
All right.
Really appreciate it.
All right, please smash the like on the video. I almost cry. It is what it is. I really enjoyed the show tonight. So, guys, I'm really excited going to this game over the weekend. Please smash the like on the video, subscribe so that we can do better. Share this video, and on Sunday, probably, God's willing, we'll be here for the watch along. Between those games, those massive games, we'll be here live and direct. On the same time on Sunday, I want to say be safe out there. Today's Friday, and Good Friday as well. Take it easy. Bye for now.